What's good, bitch? You know what
But
it
I think
is.
we need to stop being so sensitive in the chat.
You know, Swazzle gets into everybody's business sometimes, and I'm like, yo, you gotta shut the fuck up.
Fantastic. Hit that ass up.
Lulu does not need 7 people defending him.
Get your ass licked. Make the pussy snap back like elastic. Red bone. I see you there talking on your cell phone, and I'm just trying to throw it deep in your end zone. But you trying to keep a nigga in the friend zone.
All the Smoke, episode 3, I think we're on.
Yep.
Cool. Your host Joan. We got Andy here. We got our special guest this episode, Mr. Peaky, Mr. 305. Excited to have you. This is actually your second time on the show, right?
Second time on the show.
Oof. I like it. We skip intros here because Peaky doesn't like them. Nobody wants to hear about how you entered flag and
Binga, yeah.
all that bullshit. Yeah. All right.
I was surprised to get on and see Peaky. Usually we have a trash can in this place, but today I guess we didn't do that.
Bro. I'm a talking trash can today.
Actually, yeah, it's the second time this season.
It's all good fun, boy.
All right, since Peaky's here, we're gonna start off with Peaky. I remember telling Andy, seeing how many this is preseason, like seeing how many people were gonna miss the season. I told Andy was like, "Yo, what do you think about Peaky?" So I'm like, "Bro, Peaky's winning it all. He's gonna be MVP. Like too many people are missing, and I feel like he's low. Like remember I was telling you he was too quiet.
Yeah,
like he's kind of going under the radar. He hasn't said much. I think he's gonna fucking win. Like he's gonna get MVP. He's gonna win." And he lost it draft day. He lost his MVP draft day because he didn't fucking look at the list of missing players. And I was like, all right, bro, that's it. Like his team is not built. Like your team is not built to like miss like one of your obviously your better players because you have a bunch of like average players. Like Jules is good, but you have a bunch of average players that you drafted, and then if you miss your best 2 players, which was at that time was Lewis and Genesis.
Yeah, no, we felt it.
It was you and
I had
6
2 guys
men.
missing, and it was my 2 best guys missing. It's not even like no, I couldn't, but yeah, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, you still played hard. You know what? You've had a not a terrible season. You've had an average season. Like you haven't had anything good, anything bad, and you're the 4th seed in the strongest conference.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
So
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't roll in the dirt, bro. You guys had me on week 1, bro. You had me.
Bolt up.
I was done, bro. My panic meter all the way up on the low there, not talking to anybody. I was like not excited anymore, and then boom, people started missing. That's why you gotta play the game. Started happening.
That's why you gotta play the games, especially a talent of your level. You're always gonna have a chance, bro. You're always gonna be able to win. So,
what did you think about not seeing Lewis and then seeing him and then getting Jules because you didn't get to see him play? Obviously, you traded him before.
Oh, no, we scrimmaged. We did. Of course. No, we scrimmaged, and he tore it up when we scrimmaged. On defense, though, that day at the scrimmage, he, I think Al picked up, some kid there, literally off the side. But, I was like, dude, there's no way, Al, that this kid that you're playing with is this guy's tier. That he had, he was missing his tier 5. So I was like, yeah, bro, go pick up this guy. And then I'm like, oh fuck, bro. Al has a loaded team in a scrimmage now. He picked up some guy. If he was in DD, it'd be a tier 2, tier 3. And Lewis had to cover him. And bro, the kid was doing a lot more on him than I would have liked to see. And that just always stayed in my head. And then, Costa Rica, and then another trip. And I'm like, bro, is this guy gonna be in shape? He's good. I know I could do work with him, but I'm 0-3 now. Everyone's gonna start making fun of me. I need to start making fucking moves now. Yeah, that's it. So I was like, bro, I gotta package this guy. At least I know what I get in Jules, defensive minded guy. I could.
Who was the other guy that you included in the trade?
Davila.
Okay, so you upgraded basically your tier 6 because Gabe Sanchez could do a little. Obviously, when Davila's not throwing,
I think I upgraded in both of them. To be honest with you,
even
seeing Lewis play, he's really
Jules
good.
is an upgrade. People hate on Jules,
dude, it's so
because he's
funny.
a little sometimes, he's a little
that's
not
fine.
there. But that doesn't matter on the field, bro. Jules can play. No. Lewis is not better than Jules. That. Jules is better than Lewis.
But Lewis does have a high ceiling, bro. A guy is
but you want now. I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with week 1, how it ended with me.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's go into something that has been ruining my Sunday, bro. My family day, I went to the zoo. I rode a fucking bicycle, like those bicycles, bro. That thing was a workout.
Oh yeah.
We were there for 45 minutes. I had to leave. We couldn't. My daughter saw 4 animals and my legs were shot.
I got bit by that snake one time. I'll never go back again.
Holy shit, whatever, bro. And then people blowing me up about, is Lulu dirty? Look at this play, Joan. I had 7 different people send me videos.
Is that the push that he pushed Kevin out of bounds?
Yeah, there's I think 2 videos. There's 2 videos that were sent. One is a push.
I actually saw it live from the other side. I saw that.
I'm gonna look for them right now. I haven't really looked and paid attention to that stuff. I fell asleep when all this shit was happening.
If you're watching the show, try to pull up the video so you understand what we're talking about.
Again. No, it's not. It's a handoff. Again, bro. What's up? No, it's second. Go. Go.
But basically, one of the videos was a goal line collision between Lulu and Kevin. No penalty. It was a bang, like between Kevin actually softly threw his hip to kind of protect himself, and Lulu put his hands on his hips. I don't know if he pulls the flag or not, but he attempts and they collide. But that was nothing. But I guess since previous to that, there was another play that Kevin ran up the sideline and Lulu pushed him and his arms were up here, like towards his back. That should have been a penalty. I don't know if it was called or not, but that's what I told the guys that reached out. It wasn't called?
No.
Okay, yeah. So I think Georgie was one of the ones that reached out. I think he was reffing, I guess. The Raiders were reffing. And he's like, is this a penalty or not? And I told him, yeah, it's a penalty.
The thing is
you can push someone out of bounds. The only way it doesn't get called is if you push them with your hands on the hips. You know, if you're going for the flag.
And I see this a lot with the referees, and I don't mean to cut you off. What happens is a lot of the guys that are refereeing, obviously, are red zone guys, and in red zone, people get away with that shit all the time.
The rule is it's always been the thing is that people forget that this game is rules, bro. It's not so like, oh, bro, you're warning. No, man. Like, it's a game of inches and there's rules. The real rule is, I don't know what the done deal is, but it's exactly what Joanne was about to say. Like, there has to be an attempt to the flag. If there's not an attempt to the flag, it's automatically a penalty.
How many times have you been in red zone that they push
you can't push somebody on top of the back?
No, I know, bro. Believe me. And being an elusive player, people start just hitting you at one point.
Yeah, they don't call it. So a lot of those guys come with that mentality of red zone here, and they don't call those plays.
But let me tell you something, bro. When I started, and I still have this mentality, and I won't change it, bro. Like, this Dundee's like my safe place, bro. It's the only place I could play flag football and not have this insane amount of like crazy pressure where I'm having fun and trying to develop guys around me. And like, bro, the last thing I'm thinking about is hitting somebody.
Yeah,
if I'm hitting you, it's playoffs, and you're my tier, and I have to, and I don't want to. Like,
yeah, there is a non-written rule for the tier ones that I would never complain if Biggie hits me. I hit Biggie like on a flagpole because it's a 1-on-1. Maybe a 1 and a 2, one of those high 2s that
how about you and your brother when you guys raped me?
No, but that's different. That was you destroying my brother because he was hurt. And
it was different.
I'm not gonna lose the playoffs.
I got hit every fucking play.
I think if you're a captain and you don't have that mentality, like, I don't know, just kind of like, whatever, we're different, or reassess the situation and see the environment, because this shit, you hear it, and I love when people say it. It has nothing to do with the captains. This is for
and
the
I don't know.
3-4-5s.
I don't know what happened after about the Joel, because there's no video of Joel guarding Lulu's face or not. But I think we need to stop being so sensitive in the chat.
Yeah, man.
In person, I get it. You know, like, hey, let's calm this down. Joel, you need to relax. You can't do that out there. But that's it. It needs to stay there, because then if we get to the chat, then I don't know. It looks bad on the league.
They were saying some ugly things to each other today on the chat. I was like, yo, you guys gotta stop it. Let it go.
Like, come on, there's too many people. Lulu does not need 7 people defending him, attacking Joel, talking about, oh, if Lulu fucks you up. No, that's Lulu, bro.
Is Lulu even in the chat? I don't think Lulu's even in the chat.
No, right? Lulu's in the chat. Stop defending him.
Yeah, it was Swazo. You know, Swazo gets into everybody's business sometimes, and I'm like, yo, you gotta shut the fuck up. Like, let things go.
Lulu, Swazo's gonna get a pass this week because
I love Swazo, bro. I love.
No, I love him too.
I want to go get a beer.
Yo, he's opinionated about every single situation. He's a very passionate person. I get it, but man, come on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So to answer the question, I do not think, and I'm pretty sure on this, that Lulu's dirty, because I think Lulu sees Kevin as one of those guys, like in the higher tiers, that, hey, if you throw your hip at me, it's okay for me to, you know. Now, he was frustrated because apparently they were losing. and they didn't win a game. And so the push on top should have been a penalty. Lulu would have taken the penalty, like wouldn't have complained, and then would have walked away.
I saw the video.
Also, I think the frustration came because Kevin, there's a controversy. And Piki, tell me what you think about this. There's a controversial play where Kevin's offense, apparently a lot of captains are complaining, he's putting the ball in the back of the center.
Play. Yeah, it's just a pick play.
And then when he gets it back, the rusher is very close to the center.
Yeah, he sends the guy in front of him.
The same way the dart of the center is going.
Yeah.
So it's not a P anymore because it's a handoff, so now it's a run, but it's sort of blocking.
Yeah, like that's always been my thing. Like, so there was a point in time where the rule was a rule, and then it like evolved into like a more of a gray area, and then that's where all this bullshit started happening. But back in the day, it was, you have to think of it like a string is tied on the rusher's ankle and the quarterback's ankle, and they're tied together. No matter if it's a rollout to the right or a rollout to the left or a fake handoff or anything, if anything is in between that line and there's contact that's made, instant. That's it.
Instant.
Yeah. But
instant on the offense. It would be a penalty on the offense. Just
yeah,
like
impeding. Yeah. This is flag football at the end of the day. We were cutting corners, we're shifting. Okay, cool. But then it evolved into this, like, oh, if there's a handoff, it's not. And that was red zone bullshit. And it's dumb because if you really think about it, okay, cool. Now you're making it legal to block people if there's a handoff.
And you're making it sort of legal for the rusher to run over the center.
It just creates everything bad, bro. You don't want to create contact like that.
Yeah.
Contact is a little nub on the shoulder, not going into a guy's fucking spine sport. Like,
and we're gonna run into issues because we have a lot of veteran rushers now that will take advantage of throwing themselves at that center and then creating the contact that we don't want. And Biggie made a good point. The answer I gave everybody was, there's no rule in done deal for this. In others there is, but I think the fact that we need to do something, the reason why it's a big deal in done deal is because in red zone you don't see this being an issue because you don't need to put your hands up. But the issue that the quarterback is giving it has to do this. By the time he's getting it back, the rusher's there already. So that's before it was just boom, boom. The rusher's not even close, run. But here, you're wasting time doing this. Now it creates an issue because now the rusher's right next to the center. And now the quarterback's taking advantage, rolling out one way. The center doesn't know. You know, he's looking forward. So he darts that way. Now it's kind of like a lead blocker. We need to do something. I don't know yet. I might remove putting the ball in the back of the center to avoid a center getting hurt or contact there.
Like taking it back from him, you're saying? Yeah,
you need to do a handoff with either a receiver or in shotgun. But you can't put it on the center's back because then now that rusher can literally run over the.
So I can't. You're taking out my behind the back
play. I know how I was just.
Well, no, you do it, but you give it.
I just said let's meet in the middle and let me do it, but I can't take it back. Like I don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can do that.
If you give it to him, he's gotta go, bro.
It's a handoff. Yeah, it's a handoff. Go. But that's gonna avoid the collision.
A great little play, by the way. I run that shit all the time in red zone.
Yeah, it's all
perfectly.
Yeah. I've tried to run it in fives, but the middle guy sitting right there, it's hard to run it.
All in the center, bro. Some guys.
Yeah, if there's a linebacker in the middle, it's gonna be tough.
Some guys that are good at it.
Yeah.
All right. So yesterday, I invited over these guys to do the stats at my house. CP's here, Molly's here, and Andres is here, and I was sort of just helping. And I get a few calls about trades, and then CP is like, "Hey, we need to stop." So this is the entire insight on that trade.
I don't even know what happened. So this is my
CP goes
like first time hearing it.
I might leave some information out because that's CP's business that maybe he don't. But CP goes, "Yo, we need to stop doing stats. There's a trade on the table right now that I'm gonna send to Ant, and if it gets accepted, it's gonna shake up the league." I said, "Shoot it," and then he said it. I was like, "Holy shit! All right, this is crazy." I couldn't. So I have a notepad somewhere. Oh, I have a notepad here so you guys can see. Anytime someone sends me a trade, I write down the names of the teams involved.
Looks like
I see if it's fair. Yeah, hopefully, look, it's actually good that it's blurred out. But I'll write both teams, and in this case, it was 4 teams in one of the ones, and then I'll write down the names and see if it's fair. That way, I can let them know, hey, don't even push this DDP. It's not fair. It's not gonna get approved or whatever. Even though, who knows with this DDP if it gets approved or not. But regardless, the trade was Pat, Georgie, Swazo, and Angel for Ty, Kevin, Alex G, and Joel.
So you
Right off the bat-
shifted teams. Kept their
Right off the
quarterback.
bat, it doesn't seem fair because you're like, wait, whoa. 2 captains and Swazo, so like a tier 3, a low tier 3, for no captain, Ty, Kevin, Alex G, and Joel. That doesn't make any sense. But then you start thinking about more like Pat as a quarterback is not a captain. Like, I don't care. There's no Pat as a captain, Georgie's a captain because of their leadership, their drafting ability, how serious they take the deal.
Yeah, they take it serious, exactly.
Yeah. But they're not. Pat as a quarterback might be a tier 3.
Right.
If that. So I'm looking at it actually, and I'm like, damn, I think the Seahawks, I don't know if they get better. Because Joel and Alex G are their difference maker. Joel's not a tier 5. And he's their tier 5. So I'm like, man, and then they're taking on Angel, which can be a 5, but he's not a Joel. But he can be a 5. But then they keep also Tony. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't like
I like their OG team better.
Me too. The Seahawks
the
were getting
youth
worse.
and like just get
so
up.
Because
go
of
get the
that,
ball.
I said, you know what? CP, I think that gets approved. Yeah, that's my opinion. I think it's approved. He's like, I'm accepting. My team right now, I know, even though we're okay, we're like, we suck. Like, Pat is not a very good quarterback. We're not good. Boom, Trey gets sent. Now, PD does a very good job of reaching out to everyone and saying, hey, is anyone missing? Is something going on? Does everyone approve? Because at that time, Joe and CP would have to approve, and on the other side, just Am. PD automatically sends it to me. He's like, hey, we're voting. But this is what I don't like. PD was like, yo, we're voting, but it might look like it's a 3-3 tie. They haven't finished voting, so we're going to leave it up to you. I said, no, I don't want to be part of this. You guys should vote, and, bro, there needs to be majority. Keep talking. And he's like, we'll see. Obviously, it stayed at a 3-3 vote.
Right.
So, and I reached out to both sides to see why they wanted it. CP and Joe made sense on what, hey, Kevin, CP now becomes a tier 6. Joe becomes a tier 5. Their team gets better. And then Ann was like, yo, I don't want to be captain anymore. I want to just ball. And this is stressful being a captain, whatever. And I like having 2 more captains. I said, okay, makes sense. Now, Kevin mentioned to me earlier that day, so I didn't have to ask anyone else for this. Yo, there's a good chance I'm out week 4. I said, you're gonna miss your MVP? Like, if you're out a week, forget your MVP. And he's like, yeah, I graduate, first person in my family. I said, holy shit, makes total sense. Okay, cool. So when this trade happens, it was contingent. Anthony understood, CP understood that if Kevin missed, there was no trade. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if to push the trade or just wait until Kevin declared in or out. But Andres made a good point. Hey, why are we waiting? Let's post it. If Kevin is out, the trade gets nullified and everybody goes back to their regular team. We have 2 weeks. If Kevin is here, he has to play, he got traded. And I said, great idea. Let's post it. I reached out to Kevin actually before it got posted. And I called Kevin on the phone. And Kevin said, Joan, I don't know. I'm like, Kevin, you need to tell me as soon as possible because that way teams know if they're on which team. And Kevin goes, bro, he was actually no, it had just been posted because he was super frustrated and he didn't sound very happy on the phone. And he's like, I'm gonna find out for you as soon as possible. I said, as soon as you find out, we can know. Bro, this is where I get Swazo and I guess some of them. It didn't pass 5 minutes. Kevin sends me a text with the screenshot of like the graduation. And he said, oh, my wife just found it online. It's I'm out week 4. I play in the morning. So then we had just posted it. So that's why it looked bad, that we posted the trade. And then Kevin, 5 minutes later, let us know, hey, I'm out week 4. So then I told him, hey, no, look, the trade was, if Kevin is out, this gets vetoed. And then that's why I got vetoed.
But why does it matter if Kevin's out and if it gets vetoed? I don't get it.
Because the Raiders don't have a good enough record that if Kevin is out week 4, then they miss playoffs. If they had a really good record, then
Kevin got shipped to the Raiders.
Yeah, Kevin got shipped to the Raiders.
So it's one of those Buccaneers implosion things, like
Literally.
on purpose. Like, all right, yeah.
So that's why I was like, okay, it makes sense. Because if it's the other way, like if the Raiders have a 6-2 record or 6-3,
like a fight, yeah.
they can fight it, and they're on an easy conference.
Yeah, they're in the Mickey. The Mickey.
What I
Mouse
don't get is the
Club.
fact that, bro, Swazo went crazy on me and like on the league, like if that was his 9-0 record, we were taking away.
Oh, because
like,
Swazo got mad. I didn't see that.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
bro!
he started.
He's like, you're a piece of shit commissioner, blah, whatever. Like he sounded like Angel. Like I was like, yo, this is not your record. I didn't take anything away from you. Like you were getting traded to the Seahawks, but that's not your team. You were there for 5 minutes. The problem was that Swazo looked stupid because as soon as the trade posted, he started making fun of Kevin. And then 5 minutes later, he looked stupid. And then Kevin trolled him. So he was upset.
I get it. Okay.
Pat and Georgie, I know we're happy at the beginning because that's they're going
like,
to a
how does that
team.
look like internally in each side? Like yo, hey, yeah, we're trading, and then no, hey, we're back here. Look at us, like
yeah, that's why the emotion.
Like what happens there?
Yeah. I get it. I thought Swazo crossed a few lines. Like he didn't need to get that upset. We didn't. Bro, I got traded away from my team and my record, my rookie season, like by one of the. And back then it was only one guy that had to agree. And bro, I was 5-1, and I got shipped to a 2-14. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? And I got so upset. I didn't lose a game the rest of the season, but I was like, I'm like, this has nothing to do with the commissioner or the board. Like, this guy fucked me. Like, and CP wasn't even fucking him. CP was sending him to a 9-0 team. Like, if anything, he was looking out for Pat and Georgie.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he just needs to shuffle it up and see if he could get a better roster.
He felt like he's a better team. Right now, he's the tier 5, and they have Angel, so he would have been the tier 6. To be honest, if you look at that trade, in done deal, Kevin's a better quarterback than Pat. All I've seen Pat do is throw out routes to Georgie almost every play, and then a couple out and up.
Yeah,
like
funny you mentioned that. I looked at the stats yesterday. Georgie had 23 catches, and the rest of the team had one guy had 3, another one had 2, and another one had 2.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, his offense. Yeah, he does these cool throws, like like around the rusher, like
which I found very surprising. That 23, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's their offense. Their offense to Georgie.
Yeah.
So I guess CP's frustration, and he knows that hey, I'm not gonna win this team. CP knows done deal, and he can kind of see like, hey, with this team, I'm not winning. So Kevin, like back to my point, I think Kevin's a better quarterback than Pat. Also, obviously, given the weapons and the tiers. Pat's a tier 1, throwing to 2 through 6. Kevin's a tier 3, throwing to a 1, a 2, a 4, and 5. Like it's different.
Kevin's got it good.
Yeah, it's a different lever. You can argue that Ty is a better on the field player than Georgie, like as a corner. Maybe not on offense, but I can argue. I think Ty can cover most tier 1s. So you look at
and it helps that he's young too, bro.
Yeah, you look at the team and you're like, and then Alex G and Swazo. Okay, Swazo's a little better than Alex G. But Joel's better than Angel. So player for player, I'm like, yo, this is the Seahawks. Like the Seahawks, what they're losing is a lot more than what the Raiders are losing.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
That's why I thought it was fair.
And undefeated.
Yeah. That team's undefeated for a reason.
Yeah.
What's surprising is that Anthony, maybe this could be two things. Either Anthony's an idiot and he's just toying with the idea of trading, like a Nico that likes just trading.
Right.
Or Anthony feels like, hey, against the good defenses, I don't know if Kevin can win. A lot of their 9 wins have been against teams that have been missing players, or like, look, their Dolphins game was the highlight of this weekend, but the Dolphins went 0-3. So that's not a real test either. So I don't know. I don't know why Anthony did it. But I'm assuming it's because he wants to upgrade Kevin as a QB.
Right.
But I don't know if you get that with Pat. So
maybe he had a second move in play. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think he takes it serious now.
We're in the last week of trading. That team would have been locked. Yeah. He's trading for 4 players. Those 4 players now are locked for the season.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And I don't know if he knows that, but because Biggie would be right. Oh, I have 2 caps now. I got more trade value now. But whoever you trade for this week is locked on your team.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, let's talk about Piggy's favorite word this season: frauds.
Oh my God, bro, there's so many frauds in this thing, bro. Like
I feel like Piggy's been a gift to us this week, Andy. Like you see, like the glare on top of him, it looks like Raiden dropped in from the sky. He's here letting us know who the frauds are. All right, I'm gonna give you 3 teams. Just pick one out of the 3 and just let me know if they're fraud or not.
Rapid fire.
Let's go. Lions. I'm gonna give you an easy group. Lions, Eagles, Ravens.
Bro, come on, that's Eagles. And no offense to the Eagles, it's just you got David on one side, you got Devin and his little toys on the other, like Eagles.
So the Eagles right now are 4-5, and they're the 6th seed. So they're in the playoffs right now. The Ravens are not in the playoffs.
Yeah, but like I've played all the teams we're talking about. Me personally,
all right, I'm gonna give you their team,
and I'm a fan. I like the whole Met Peanut thing.
Yeah, no, it's surprisingly their team is loaded.
Yeah,
like, look, I'm gonna give you their team. They have Peanut, Jason, frontline vet, Robbie, Raymet, my brother JR, and Ray as the tier 6.
Yeah.
And they went. I think they played pretty good this week.
No, they lost to the Lions on the last play of the game, which is one of those, like it's not a tie. You obviously lost, but like it's a good loss. You feel good about it. You're like, bro, we were there. We could have just done this or that.
Yeah, and that was 2 weeks ago. But this week they beat the Dolphins that went 1-3. They beat the Ravens that were missing. Obviously their 2 best players, and then they lost to the Giants.
My thing with them is that it's IQ. It's the DDIQ. Their team, like their DDIQ meter is not high. Yes, they have some guys I know here and there, but like for the most part, no. Like out of all the 3 teams, nah, I don't think so. They're good too, though, bro. Let me tell you, all 3 teams are good. That's not an easy group. I just can't go against David because he's the GOAT right now. Like, and then Devin is on a little hot streak. He always has the upper hand, bro. He has better players. So if he plays good, he should win every game.
Yeah, Devin's team is loaded right now.
And he's good on defense. Don't let that guy fool you. He's good on defense. He's a prick. He runs hard. He pushes people. Like, he's a
uses his butt.
Yeah.
All right. So you heard it here. Eagles fraud. Yo, and tag Peaky, bro. Don't tag me. I got too many people tag me and like make fun of
fraud because I have to. Because really, you're not. Mickey Mouse Play Club on the other side. Those guys are a lot of frauds over there.
No, we're staying in the South. I'm not giving you an easy route here.
All right.
You ready? Seahawks, Cowboys, Panthers.
Oh, bro. Well, look, listen. Panthers, Dunsky. Like Panthers. Al is just that type of guy that he's always going to you're always going to be in the dirt with the guy. But I think in the long run, obviously that's easy. I say Panthers are fraud in this group. But,
so you're stepping away from.
But I'm telling you right now, Cowboys are fraudulent.
Really? We got 2 fraud, 2 out of 3. I like it.
Yeah. I get texts saying, hey, did you do this purchase or not? Press 1, yes. Press 2, no. Every time I come across the Cowboys, and it's nothing against their cap, bro. Like I like them. It's just I played them when I was really hurt with like 4 tier 6s, and I wasn't impressed at the time. It was early, but that's just perception's reality. That's how I think of it. Fraudulent.
All right, you said the Panthers first. I don't agree with you on either, to be honest. I do agree that the Cowboys offensively are frauds.
Who's the third team?
Like, their team is pretty good. They lost
the third team.
It was the Seahawks. The Seahawks are not frauds currently. I mean,
yeah, they're not frauds.
Yeah, I had to throw them in there so that you can to make it a little harder. But
no, they're not frauds. They're the bar actually right now.
Yeah, I agree. They're actually, bro, their point differential is 24. Which tells you that the teams that they should be beating that are missing players,
dude, they have a game plan. If you have a game plan, you're 60% better than everybody around you already in this league. They have a game plan. He knows what he's running.
Yep. The Cowboys offense is going to struggle. Peter at times rolls out too much, or I don't know if it is his play calling. But bro, they're so loaded. Like their team that Peter draft is so good and their defense. Like Peter back there as a ball hawk. In done deal, like it's great.
I always get a rusher for those guys. Rushers and DD make those guys. Yeah. Whoa, this is hard.
Yeah,
3 seconds. Good luck.
And on the Panthers, bro, the Panthers are loaded. obviously they have Roger and George, so one of those needs to get hurt for them to win it all.
Manny C,
But-
bro, is the guy there that makes them.
No, and Kurt
Really
too, because
good.
Al's getting bailed by Kurt a lot.
Yeah,
Launching
yeah.
and
But
on
I'm
both
telling
sides of the
you,
ball.
for Endgame, it's Manny C, bro. Because if you take Manny C out of that and I play
But
against
that's for
them,
you, against
that's what
mobile
I'm saying
quarterback.
though. Like,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. At the end of it all, who like who's it gonna be standing around? It's gonna be the guys that are using.
Yeah, you make a
their
good point
legs,
because Manny C rushing is kind of like Xing out that Roger being at corner or George being at corner.
It's like Forrest with the Giants last season. That's exactly the same role. It's like that. Like,
yeah, this guy's much better and faster.
faster,
This guy
better.
took a leap. This guy took a leap from last season to this season. He's good.
Yeah.
Manny C's good, very good. And then Ray's there tier 4. Like the guy has swag. The guy's out there running his mouth, and like obviously he's not as good as he talks.
Steady has
I'm
a
gonna get
crazy
split
like.
now in the chat,
He has
but
an
he's
aura.
good.
He has a luck aura. He's like a lucky guy. Like balls bounce to
At
him.
quarterback, I hate it. I don't like it. He looks awkward.
Yeah.
He's throwing the ball, backing up, like he's backpedaling, like playing corner and throwing the ball. But he has these guys that are like, bro, he's throwing to Kurt, Manny, and Ray. I think this team's gonna lose a couple games moving forward with Rogers' attitude and the way how mad he gets. I think it gets frustrating. He needs to relax. Like, bro, he was turning purple, screaming at Peaky and screaming at this other guy, like in the middle of the game too. And then like that, I think he pulled Genesis' flag and he screamed at Genesis. And Genesis was like, "Oh, what? I'm sorry. Like, what did I do?" Like, I don't know.
I heard about that, but I don't know enough. I know Peaky told me a couple things here and there, but he was really good. He was screaming at other players. I know he was going at it with Peaky, but he was going.
No, he went at it Peaky after the game.
Okay.
Yeah, he was nothing during the game. I found out after the game that he was frustrated with me. I really had no idea.
But I think he was frustrated with Peaky more based off of like the incident that happened with like himself with Roger. Now with the game, like it had nothing to do with the game of the Panthers versus the Chargers.
Right. I know that. Okay.
No, I had noticed his emotion a lot higher than and then like I had noticed he wouldn't talk to me a little bit that day, and I'm like, oh, I get it. Like there's something here, but I didn't
he hadn't
notice
talked
it.
to you?
No. So like I didn't notice, but like I was catching on to weird things. Like like when he blocked the ball or like pulled the flag, like I was like, whoa, this guy's fucking out of pocket right now. This guy's really excited. Like something was off, and then whatever.
He was. You can tell he was upset.
How did that game end? You guys tied or you won it?
They tied.
They drove down and tied at the last second.
Yeah.
And Peaky could have, bro. If Anthony Alemán makes the catch, not an easy catch, but like something that he could make, like that game is over the drive before. So, and I think I don't know if Peaky missed some. I think it was not Jules. I don't know if Andres. I don't know, bro. Like you overthrew somebody, but like close, or they turned around differently. I don't know, bro. You had the chance to like win it. That drive before and whatever happens, like.
No, that game was the roughing the passer, bro.
There was a roughing on.
Yeah, it was. We scored. That's it. Boom, 3-2. See you later.
Oh yeah. But Genesis said it. Like I called it. I was helping the refs.
No, I'm not saying that it was a bad call. I'm just saying
it was on Al, right?
Play. Like
it was on Al.
We bailed them out.
Yeah, it was a clean. It was a clean.
I saw. Yeah, it was. I saw it from the sideline. I caught that at the end.
Yeah. I'm sure it was. I'm just saying it was a bonehead play by us. Like that bailed them out. It was incomplete, second and long, like 20 seconds, and then
that gave him a first right before the first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the North. I'm gonna make this a hard one. The Jags, the Bengals. Damn, everybody sucks.
Jags
I don't even know who else. Give me out of those two. Who's those look like the favorites.
Jags are good. I'm not high on the Bengals. Willie's great. Petey's great. I get it. Like last this, that, but like that group's not athletic enough to deal with athleticism. As hard as it is for me to say that, because I don't mean it in a bad way.
X factor and all this is Ernie's playing the best ball he's ever played in his life.
Exactly.
He's playing through the roof. for the Jags.
Offensively, if he's playing good offensively, that's all he needs.
No, and they got a tier 2 replacing their 3
At least not the fact, but he's been playing like that the whole season.
No, but you'll see. Watch once he understands done deal.
Right.
Pedra gets Alex in the rhythm. The replacement to Chris, bro, that kid's a stud. Like, especially in done deal, that guy's like a bro. You'll see. He's fast. He can catch. Like, he can play defense.
Even though he
won top one with spacing. Like, he was one of the guys on with Andy from Don't Sleep, Lil Kevin, My Willie. That kid, bro. That Jags team is retarded.
Yeah.
But I think the Bengals can, bro. Willie's good enough that if he gets ball first, maybe if he scores every drive. I see him relax. I see him too relaxed. I don't like it. And not that I'm calling him out, but like,
bro, I think he's just missing the fun stuff to watch. You know, like it's becoming very like.
Maybe it was because he had easy games this week, or he was playing. But I felt like
they went 3-0.
No, they lost the game. But I know they played the Rams that had obviously no Kevin Mojica, and they had no Darren either.
They're good. I just think they fall to an athletic team when it's all said and done.
Oh, they lost to the Bills, baby. 3-0. New Johan, Alex Ross, Jerry.
Exactly. Perfect example.
4-2.
Perfect example. Like, you see, like, that's a hard team to cover now.
Yeah. Bro, I was surprised. People were talking shit about the Ian Johan trade, that it wasn't fair. But I pushed it through because Ian missing 3 games, and moving Alex Ross to receiver and Johan throwing, that was fair. Like, and then they upgraded also their other Chris Marin and who did they get? Fernie. They got Fernie for Chris Marin.
Let me tell you, that kid Ross athletically, every time I look at his field, he's intercepting somebody. Like, defensively. Yeah. How many picks does he have? He's got to have at least 5 or 6.
In the Bengals game, bro, he routed Laz every single drive.
Yeah,
and we were in the end zone watching it. Bro, it was a slant goal, a post corner, stop and go. Like, yeah. Alex Ross is good. And I told Jerry reached out to me. He's like, do you think I'm getting raped? What do you? I said, no, don't listen to what bro, they're going to make fun of you because people look at numbers. And that's Beaky's fault because the whole numbers don't lie, women lie, men lie. So they look at that and they're like, Ian, 3rd pick, Johan, 50th pick. That trade sucks. They don't look at the team that's being constructed once that trade happens. And bro, it shows they won 3-0. And
quarterback play matters in this fucking league. Like, you don't realize a quarterback.
And I'm happy, bro. I'm happy that Johan played like Johan because he got split on the hot seat for no reason.
Right.
Like, I understand Angel like hating me because I don't want to be his friend, and I don't know why else he hates me. But the fact that he won at Johan and then he won at Lulu and I don't know Eddie, like. Johan didn't deserve it. Like, if you want to make fun of Swoosh because you think we suck, okay, whatever. Like, but bro,
graveyard.
I think it was just a character, bro.
That was show. Like, bro, that was show. And bro, I don't want to be his friend. I don't want to remodel his kitchen or his bathroom.
You really think that was show, or you really think that he believes that shit though?
No. He does not, bro. That's the Swoosh talk is show. He could honestly believe that he hates me. Like, that's okay. I believe that. Like, I don't hate him.
The Swoosh talk and him talking about his team and all that.
Bro, I mean, if you don't think that you could for 1 second think that he's being honest for that, then I mean, bro, he texted D-Rock. I don't know. I wasn't gonna bring this up, but he texted D-Rock. That's why D-Rock came over to the field.
D-Rock told me at work. He goes, "Hey, Angel was trying to get me to go to Charlotte."
Yeah, he's like, and listen to how Angels, bro, and some of his guys. I'm not gonna bring them out because I don't want them getting cuffed with Nas. But they were like, yeah, bro, he's a narcissist. Like, he texted D-Rock, yo, come up here. We need you, blah, whatever. And D-Rock was like, nah, like, I'm good. And then Angel's response was, oh, is it because you don't want to come or is it because you're being told to? Like, he thinks that we're getting involved in D-Rock's life and telling him not to go. Like, and, bro, like, cut the cap, bro. Like, in Mikey's word, cut the cap. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to tell my guys not to play with you. Like, what he needs to learn now that he's playing running an organization Top Gun is that there's etiquette in Top Gun. And if you do want one of our guys, you reach out to me, or reach out to Johan, or reach out to Baka. And because first of all, D-Rock's not gonna go with you. I don't know if people know this, but Kevin Mojica reached out to D-Rock, and the first thing D-Rock said was like, "Yo, Kevin and Andy want me to go with them. Do I go?" And I was like, "Bro, you haven't played in forever. You need to start playing." And then he was like, bro, but I don't know. I don't want to play with them. And I was like, don't go. And then he was like, all right, I'm not going to go. Like, I wanted him to go to play because they weren't even playing with Don't Sleep. It was with, I think they were playing with Ducks or like a bunch of, it was a tournament. But if you want one of my guys, it's cool. Like, I'm not going to, bro, I don't hate Angel. Angel's, bro, he's a child in this game. Like, in the flag game, he's a child. Like, and you know what? If he really thinks we're a graveyard, I'm cool with like doing a bet. Let's bet. I don't bet. Like I don't like betting, but let's bet. Let's play Swoosh versus Nas. He can bring his 53-man roster. I will bring my hurt roster and my garbage. I'll bring my Wolves roster. So it's not even. But I don't want those sleep guys playing with him. I don't want these mercenaries. I want Nas. We will play 4-on-4. If he wins, he can take D-Rock to Worlds. If I win, he needs to pay for my Airbnb since we don't have any money. For Worlds. There you go, Angel. You heard it here. Let's play.
That's a good ass bet right there.
Yeah.
Bring your entire roster as long as it's Nas. Bring David the GOAT. Bring Alfredo. Have 4 quarterbacks lined up for each drive. Doesn't matter. And you're gonna play me hurt right now with my team. I don't have Mo. I don't have Willie. I don't have Fro. They're all hurt. I don't have CC. So you're gonna play 6-7 guys. And if you win, I'm gonna pick Andy. I want you to pick the house. 305 can stay in there too. We get a mansion. Yeah. Everybody, grown-ups, everybody.
I'm gonna put you right next to me. We'll put you right next to me.
All right, but Nas has got to pay for it. If not, he can have D-Rock. If he beats us, he can have D-Rock.
Yeah, well, I don't think D-Rock wants to go over there.
No. That's okay. He can have D-Rock for one of the formats.
Let me tell you something. If I'm Angel right now, that's a win-win for him, bro.
That's right.
Because if he beats you guys, yeah, exactly. If he beats you, he takes D-Rock.
100%.
And if he loses, he gets another write-off. And you know, whatever, bro. He's the type of guy he knows he falls on the sword when he has to, and he will. That's a pretty good one. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I think you should take the bet. Especially since he thinks I'm awful. Like, yeah, he thinks I suck. He thinks Swoosh is a graveyard. Let's do it, man. Let's run it. All right.
How'd they do this weekend?
Oh my God, bro! Do we have to go into this or no? First of all, they picked up. Did you know they picked up Hoosh to throw fours? They took Kevin Mojica. They took Andy. They have a pretty good team. Andy's cousin Gary. They didn't win a game in fours. Then but everybody makes playoffs. In the first round of the playoffs, bro, I don't even know to talk bad about them because that's not really a Nas. They took good players.
We lost them.
All right, we're back. So, whatever. They didn't win a game in fours. Piggy doesn't really care about Nas, so he's going to go ahead and step out for a second.
No. I can't do that gluing thing anymore, man.
Then, bro, so he says Joan Sutts, right? He's not a quarterback. Who's going to throw for Swoosh? Andy, you knew that I shouldn't have gone to Worlds this week because I told my pec. Yep. I shouldn't have gone. I still went, bro, because I felt bad for my guys. I didn't know if I could play or not. But whatever, I see on my schedule, I'm like, bro, we got sent to the fucking gauntlet schedule. Like, we had Sick With It, we had ESS and us. And basically, 2 out of those 3 teams are not getting in. So one of those out of those 3 not getting in. And then the worst team in our conference was Last Kings, which is No Love Lost, which are pretty good. They're athletes. They're black and they're fast. So I'm like, bro, whatever. So we lost the close one to Sick With It. It was a shootout. My arm felt okay. It didn't feel good, didn't feel bad. The next day we have Last Kings and ESS, which is No Love Lost. And bro, we put up 38 in the first half on those guys. Imagine that we were up 21-0 on the first 2 drives that I got out. And I said, Johan, can you continue the game? Because I want to save my arm for ESS. And blew them out. Nas, with their fucking loaded mercenaries, lost to that team in the first round of the playoffs. Didn't win a game in fours.
Wow.
Then they played in 5s. I think Wet and Dirty. Wet and Dirty, I'm sure usually takes a few players. I haven't lost to Wet and Dirty in like 3 years. I've played them twice already in Worlds.
They lost them in
but
4s.
They're a good team.
They lost them in 4s.
They lost them in 4s?
Yeah, 28. That I know because I watched it on the.
So in 5s, they lost to No Love Lost?
I'm guessing. I don't know.
I don't know either. This is what I was told because people were like, bro, this guy's talking shit about you. They went up there with these guys and they sucked. They didn't win a game. But regardless, bro, I'm sure, bro, it's hard to win in Top Gun. Like, it's not easy.
Yeah, it's a different game. It's definitely different. It's definitely there's levels, bro. Like anything else. You know?
There's levels to this, and bro, and you don't win in Top Gun without a QB. And even though they picked up Kevin and Andy, bro, Andy's not a top gun quarterback.
You need quarterback play. Absolutely.
Like,
you can't win without a quarterback.
There's a reason don't sleep wins in this because it's Willie, and now include the weapons of Kevin and Andy.
Right.
But now you remove the quarterback, and now Andy's strictly getting a shotgun snap. That can win and see in red zone and these little weekend tournaments that they're winning in fucking the E division. And but bro, this is another level. Hopefully it was a learning experience. This is good. It helps them maybe be better when they play swoosh. But bro, if you go up there and don't win a game in Charlotte, there's 7 teams. That's a joke. I just feel bad for Angel, bro, because now he's got to come back, do overtime, pay his guys less, cut staff, all this fucking money he spent to take these guys to Charlotte, and then take all the talent from us, from Dundee. Bro, they told me Ian was getting fucking destroyed on defense. David is not a safety in Top Gun. I don't care. He's our GOAT.
They had him in safety in Top Gun?
That's what I was told. I was told that David, Ian was at, and I'm assuming Pablo is their other corner, which is another decent player, but in Top Gun is another level. He's not.
Bro, in Top Gun, it's crazy. It's half of it is the athleticism, as crazy as that says. Obviously, the better teams have the athletes and the brains in one. Yeah. But really, you want to just have chemistry, especially on defense, bro. You gotta have chemistry. You don't have time to talk out there. You don't have time to, hey, let's figure it out. No, this is what we're doing. And when you play with a bunch of when it's Frankenstein, as what I call those types of teams, it's not a knock on any of them. It works for people, bro. Look at ESS. ESS, before ESS became ESS, it was, oh yeah, but what's gonna happen when everybody is playing in the tournament? What team are they gonna have? Guess what? Nobody played in the tournaments. ESS started winning, and they said, "Yo, we're ESS now."
They started staying.
So it works, but yeah, that chemistry has to get built, bro. If not, it's tough to play in Top Gun, especially at that level.
Yeah. But I am happy, obviously, that Nas got together, and shout out to Angel, because it's another Top Gun team that maybe they're not a Top Gun level team yet, but they're playing Top Gun. And that helps us in Miami, because now if we throw a Top Gun tournament or we're leaving out of here, I'm gonna root for them whenever they're playing up there. But the fact that they're taking shots at Swoosh, it's not a good look for them. But I can listen. My guys were hurt.
If you guys play, I'm going to watch.
Yeah, no, and Angel, you did your job. My guys are hurt, and my guys are not lightly. I have bangers on my team. You can make fun of me, but there's guys on my team that you say the wrong thing and it could turn ugly. I got Texas. I'm not gonna say his name because he comes out on Saturdays. But as soon as he saw the hot seat, he texted me "Yo, do you want me to fuck that nigga up?" That was the text I got, and I said, "No, man. What are you gonna do? The Angel's the type of person that you hit him, and then what? Apparently, he can only fuck up Peaky because in his hot seat he said he didn't want to hurt Peaky. But bro, that's the type of guy that he would sue you. But on the field is different.
I know which one of your guys texts you. I love that guy.
So and he's the one that texted me, but I know the others felt similar. So
of course. They should have taken it too personal. You should.
Especially being, you guys shouldn't take that.
But that's why that was yo, Joan. He took personal shots. I said, listen, if I'm not getting mad and I don't get triggered by that guy, you can't either.
Yeah.
You gotta, bro. Come on.
You said it best, bro. Just line up. Everybody line up. Yes.
Yep.
That's the best thing about this.
Hopefully he takes the bet. I'm excited.
That's cool. I'll be watching.
Yo, Piggy, this last segment, I'm gonna leave it to you, because I don't want people to say it's collusion. But help my boy Andy get traded. It's open news. Matt has said it, that he let him go find a trade, something that's fair. Where do you see him landing? A player for player, just straight up.
Well, he's got 1,000 offers. He won't pull the trigger. He tells everybody he wants to trade me, but he won't pull the trigger on anything. So I don't know.
Let's see right here. Let's see. This app is great. I've been using it a lot. So do you think it'd be easier, because these are the things you have to think of here, strategically speaking, when we're trying to get you traded here. Do you think it's easier to stay in your conference or go to the other conference?
Either. Send me wherever.
At this point, beggars can be choosers.
Then we need to go now into emotional state of these people that we need to go do business with. I typically like to go for the low-hanging fruit. Right now, Rams are open to anything. Right now, Patriots are open to anything. Chiefs open to anything. And then on the other side, you got Broncos, you got Giants, you got. I don't think the Dolphins. I think Dolphins are ride or die, and maybe potentially even the Ravens. But look at that. You see, like, imagine, like, okay, who else is on your team? So imagine, like, if David were to ship off Bender and get Andy, which would be a downgrade, right? But then get a better player on the back end. That's a good little situation right there.
That's a pretty good situation. So let's say Bender and Michael C, which is a tier 6, even though David's trying to ship him off as a tier 5. He's a tier 6. For Andy and Manu.
Look, there you go. That's a good little package.
Ooh. So now they upgrade. They go from Michael C to a rusher to Manu. And yeah, obviously he's losing some on Bender, but I think you and Bender either are the same or you might be a little better at corner.
Yeah.
Than Bender. So, and let's be honest.
I think I'm better defensively than Bender.
Yeah, and let's be honest, he's not using Bender at all. Like,
I got another good one for you. This is easy.
Here we go.
Go to the Rams. George Garcia. Another one.
He's done. Done for his knee. I think he got hurt. He's done.
No.
Yeah, he's dropped. He might be dropping. I was told that he it was a bad injury. He didn't play the rest of the day, and
I really hope he didn't.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that would have been a great guy to trade with because, you're going downgrade there. That's another guy that is better on paper than Andy, but in reality, you're getting a good value getting Andy, and you could get an upgrade on the back end too. I'm a big upgrade the 4 and 5.
What about you straight up for Jonathan, the tier 4 from Dusty's team, the Bears, and you go throw for that team?
That could work.
You would be throwing to Dusty, Jonathan, and Lewis. I mean, Dusty, Chink, and Lewis.
I think he was trying to trade Harold for me straight up, but I don't think.
Yeah, but Harold's is tier 6.
But he's tier 5. He's ranked tier 5.
I know, but he got drafted 103rd.
Yeah.
Like he's ranked 103rd out of 120.
It doesn't matter. The DDPA does not go by that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know what they go by.
They have a simulator that you put your paper into, and then you wait.
It creates a Sims player.
2 minutes,
puts him in a boxing match.
and it spits the Scantron back out, and it tells you who, in what realm you could get.
You gotta use a number 2 pencil. You gotta use a number 2 pencil to fill it out.
Yes, sir. all the way through. That's a good one, bro. If the Bears that are looking for a quarterback, can take
I don't
the
get
hit.
this. Like, look at these games. So the Bears.
Oh my
lost
God,
by 1 to the
Bears,
Giants.
do it, bro. Dusty, contact, make that happen. Are you serious?
Yeah. I would do it.
But you're throwing to Dusty, Chink, Lewis. That's it. You have a B team right there.
And bro, so the Bears lost by 1 to the Jags, which are the best team in that conference.
Mm-hmm.
Then they whooped Jordan, which had his full team. And then they lost to the Bills with Johan and Ross and Jerry 4-0.
That's crazy.
You guys think the Niners are frauds?
Yeah.
They don't have a quarterback today. Yeah.
It's too late already. In the season they're 4-1.
They need
They're
to make
losing to
trades
good
this
teams.
week. This week, they got to trade.
Jordan, I'm hearing, is 90% out week 4.
Yeah, his team's trying to ship him,
So
but they haven't found a suitor yet.
Oh, wow.
I'm hearing Jordan is getting traded.
Yep.
And bro, they're loaded. Like Jordan, Norman, Big Vic, Oscar, and Andres Chiriboga, the little guy, bro. That guy's leading the team in catches.
Yeah. He's
Like,
nasty.
he reminds me of a Wes Walker.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, and then they have one which is like
I have a list of X factors that everybody should be talking about in Done Deal.
Go ahead.
Or where do you want me to start? Titans have one, a huge one. Titans have a guy, Andres, Andy Rodriguez.
Oh,
Yeah.
little Andy. Bro,
Yeah.
let me tell you, bro. That kid
That
showed up
guy's
to the
disgusting,
scrimmage.
bro.
He's Aunt Hernandez's friend. Showed up to the
Yeah.
scrimmage.
Sandbagged the shit out of that one.
He was
Whatever.
compromised.
He sandbagged that shit.
That's fine.
Yep.
You're just setting us back to be the greatest thing ever, even more. But it's all right. Nothing's gonna stop
You
us.
pull that shit off one season,
But that's it.
You know?
You got away with it one season. Great job. I'd love to give you handoffs myself. And then you got this other guy, Michael, that the Bears just traded to the Chiefs for your brother.
Michael
Oh,
Arenado.
Yeah,
That kid is
Is he
good. That kid is good. He put Andy in a box. That kid that we just said is good.
Yeah.
Did not do anything on Michael. And Michael, actually, I'm lying. At the end of the game, he game winner. I think Andy had on him, but but he played really good. Bro, there's a lot of X factors, bro. Aleman on my team, I think, is a huge X factor too. If he could catch the ball every time. Who else?
How many drops did you have yesterday, Piki?
You know who else? In one game, the first game against you guys, we had 11 drops in one game. Look, Michael Medrano from the Rams, that his dad goes and watches him play too, and they're screaming at everybody together.
The tall guy,
yeah. Guy's pretty good.
Are these guys you're comparing to Andy? That maybe it could be like a 1-for-1. I don't know if you want to go to that dumpster fire though, Andy. You want to go to the Rams?
No.
I would.
What's the record?
They're
It doesn't
10th
matter.
in the East. They're 10th in the East division. They're 2-7.
You have to
Yeah,
go
but that's
to
a game
the
out. They're a game out, right? Or 2 games out.
They're 2.5 games out.
It doesn't
I mean,
matter.
I would love to play with Kevin Mojica.
They're in the Mickey Mouse Playhouse, bro. In 1 week. Oh no, they're fucked.
Yo, Andy, let me hear from you, bro. There's all the smoke, and you've been a little quiet this episode. How do you feel about? I've heard that there've been a couple offers that Matt's been sent out, and that people won't trade for you. Like I heard Gabe T, they wouldn't do Gabe T for you. That they felt that Gabe T was better than you.
I don't know if they felt or not, or they didn't want to break up their team. But yeah, a lot of guys that I think I'm better than, whatever, they don't want to trade. I get it, continuity and all that. And
No, but that's bullshit. That them saying they don't want to break up their team because an hour later they traded Juan they traded Face for Juan. So that's bullshit. If that's what Mark is feeding you, or Devin or whoever's leading that team, then maybe they do feel that Gabe T. I'm not saying Gabe T is better or not. I'm just saying that bullshit lie. Oh, I wouldn't trade my team. I like my team. And then they make a trade an hour later.
Yeah.
So just like I didn't understand, I think I heard you for Last Sanchez from the Dolphins.
Well, I called Lulu to see if he would make that trade. He said
no, because he doesn't have Last Sanchez throwing. He has a receiver.
As a receiver.
I think you're better.
I would think so, but this goes.
Bro, you know whose fault it is. You know this. Come on.
I already
Like this is your fault. Like you made everybody seriously believe like you fucked up reality and the universe and you shifted the code and it worked. Now everyone looks at you as a quarterback, but now you want to be a receiver.
Yeah.
I told him you can't blame anyone but yourself for playing quarterback these last 2 seasons.
I mean, fuck. They see me playing in red zone and all these tournaments where I fucking eat and I fucking lead the team in receptions and.
Yeah, but you know what you are here? Believe it or not, you know what you are here? A handoff guy.
¿En qué mundo?
I will give you a handoff every play.
So why don't they take him? Why wouldn't they do Last Sanchez, that's the tier 5, for Andy? And give Lulu another threat on the offense.
I don't know. That's Lulu's organization. I think the Bears is a no-brainer. I think you have the Bears pinned in a corner. I think the Bears, yesterday.
I think the other thing is Matt's getting so many offers thrown at him that he just doesn't know which way to go.
No, Matt's not about the cap life. It's hard, bro. It's not easy. If you do it the right way, to do it the right way is not easy.
And he's trying to he doesn't want to take an L, but he's going to have to take an L somewhere if he wants to get better in the top tiers.
Oh, man, is that he's in love with you guys. You guys, he just got into the league and
that's a good point Piggy makes because it's not built for everyone. Look at the best quote of the week was Anthony O. When the trade got vetoed. He sent me a message saying, "I'm done. I give up. This trade backfired worse than the 2001 Honda Civic muffler." Like, bro, the guy was sweating. He was 2 hours later. He just sent me a text saying, "Still in shock." Like, that poor guy. 9-0 and he's freaking out. Like, imagine me or Piggy being 9-0, bro. We'd be laughing at everyone on our team nervous. We'd be like making fun of the league. Like, and this guy, Pobrecito, is nervous, 9-0.
Yeah, no, but it's because he knows what's coming. Doomsday is coming. He knows it's coming.
Doomsday is coming.
He knows. He feels it, bro. He knows what's up. He's got the juice. He knows. But fuck yeah. Sometimes the asylum breaks open and the criminals are running the. Yeah, you're fucked right now. You're in what I call the hostage zone, my friend.
That is true, though. The prisoners have taken control. of the
They're
jail.
taking control, bro. There's sirens, fire alarms,
The
everything.
warden's out, and the inmates have taken control.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
martial law.
The pinga. Poor
Lil
ass.
Biggie, talk to us. Let's finish it off strong. Are you thinking of making a move? Or are you guys locked?
Bro, it's tough, man. Like I like my team a lot, for real. I know it's not the prettiest thing on paper. That's actually great. It's kept a lot of media off of us through the season. That always helps. The only way I would ever do any move, and my guys know this, everybody knows this, is like it would substantially have to make my team a lot better. I am gonna be dropping Gabe S when he doesn't show up for playoffs. So at that point,
Oh, good. Breaking news. Good to know.
yeah, you'll hear it here first. Like, I'm not even gonna dick around with the DDPA. I already talked to them, and I was part of DDPA. I know how it is. So I'm gonna be picking up the best available tier 6 for playoffs for the teams that didn't make it. So if you're a really good tier 6 and you know your team isn't gonna make it to the playoffs, obviously start hitting me up.
Oh, that's a great point that you make. Because I don't think a captain's done that before. I think they try to go always outside of the league. I think bringing in like a tier 6 that already knows done deal and is
I'm
playing
in-house,
season.
baby. I'm in-house.
Yeah, that's a great. And it also keeps us.
Hopefully by then I fought a tier 6, so you might have a shot.
So seriously, if you're a tier 6 and you're sitting now and you're like, damn, I wasted my money, my captain sucks, like I'm not making the playoffs, there's still hope. Hit me up, DM me. I'm gonna be getting best available tier 6 going into playoffs, and I'm gonna make it to playoffs. So don't worry, your season's not over. Hit me up.
Wow, that's a great point. Let me pull up really quick where Gabe Sanchez got drafted, and if there's anyone, well, he won't.
It's great. So he was drafted in tier 5. So I get.
Oh, he's number 105. So if Nick Q's gonna make playoffs. Peter Velez, Kevin's gonna make playoffs. Juan, Chris Marin, Jesus, Michael. Holy shit, Michael C from the Ravens was a middle tier 6. So yeah, he was drafted. I thought he was a tier 5 that is playing like a 6. So the Ravens have 2 6s, 2 bad 6s.
But 2 really good 2s.
Yeah. If the Chiefs don't make playoffs, that Alex kid on their team is pretty good. He's a 6.
Now I got another deal on my phone that they're working. I'm not
Bro, even a guy like
you're on the
Angel,
smoke.
bro.
You gotta drop it. You can't envy. You can't do that.
I'm not gonna fuck it up, because if it leaks out of here, then I get fucked. I'm not saying anything. There's something.
don't say anything.
Listen, if that trade's gonna go through, it's gonna get posted way before this drops.
Let's drop tomorrow. And the
Yes,
way
tomorrow night.
handling things, he won't make a decision till Wednesday.
You're hurting our views, bro. We don't prepare for this. We don't have cool videos that come in and
This ain't about you.
It's not like a
ATS,
middle
it's
school
about me,
PowerPoint presentation where we have like the as you change pages, you like, bro, the side effects. Like, we need content.
It's about me. It's not about you or
Wow,
ATS.
bro.
So sorry. Next.
All right, Piggy. Anything? So no moves so far.
No, nothing so far, bro. I'm locked. I'm end game ready. I got Genesis for any quarterback ready to go. I got Jules learning every day, still doing bonehead moves, but it's my dog. And then I got my crazy pack. The last 3 guys, Aleman, Andres, and Gabe S, or mystery player for playoffs, whoever that tier 6 is.
Yeah.
Those are my X factors, and as long as they trust me, bro, we're in a good spot, bro.
Nice. Andy, anything you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, well, I want to ask Speaky a question. So, excluding your team, who do you see as a dark horse that can make a run in the South? And then who do you see in the North? And who do you see in the championship?
All right, look, I'll tell you right now because I've already got a gauge on everybody. In the South, the real deal, Holyfield is Seahawks. Then it's like us, Giants, Ravens, Lions. It's tough, but Seahawks right now.
Remove the Seahawks.
Yeah. I would say from everybody I played, their record definitely doesn't show it now. But Giants with Ian back are going to be super annoying, like extremely annoying.
Yeah, but they're out. No, they're out of the playoffs.
But they're out. It looks like they're out.
No, and they're missing Dax this week.
Oh, are they? Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
And then Panthers, my dog Al, bro, he plays great at quarterback. That's why they got to tie us. I know it felt like a win for them, but that's why it's great that they tied us because he was checking down and everything. But no, bro, it's the Giants. It's just they're fucked. They messed up their record, but the Giants were ready to go. Giants were ready to go through it all to at least get top 3, top 4. In my opinion.
Now, who do you see in the North? Removing the Jags. Who do you see in the North?
In the North, no Jags. Titans didn't impress me, even though obviously they got Ann and they're good. Bengals, Raiders. I'm going with Bills. And on some crazy shit, if the Bears can get a quarterback and make a push here in the last week, the Bears can be scary. The Bears can be scary because they have 2 captains.
Yeah.
If they could get a quarterback that could throw to 2 captains, that's pretty good. But Bills in the North.
Nice. I'm gonna change my season pick. I had the Bengals going the whole way on the North, and I don't see anybody beating the Jags.
I agree.
And it's the Alex pickup. Ernie's been balling, so that's part of it. Pera's been balling, that's part of it. AJ obviously is doing his thing, part of it. But Alex, when he understands Dundee and gets Dundee, gets the flow of like how fun this is, his stats, he's gonna get hungry. He didn't talk much. He's a talker.
Yeah, he was taking it serious, bro. I saw him talking shit to people, and it's like, dude, you don't get it, man. This isn't that.
He doesn't get it yet, but once he gets it,
once you see it as the beer league on the weekend, you actually become better at it.
Yep, I agree. And then the South, I think Peaky wins it all.
Really?
But I think Peaky makes a trade. And I wouldn't say it because it's here. I don't give a fuck. But I think there's gonna be he's gonna get lucky somehow and get a good matchup, and then the other side's gonna be like a Cowboys Ravens, and they're gonna die. Like it's gonna be a bloodbath. And bro, somehow he's gonna sneak it.
I'm due, bro. Dude, I've given
stars
away, bro. I just give them away. No one talks about that. I give them hand like that. Nice, maticadito. Go ahead.
Yeah. And his team's playing bad, and they're the 4th seed. Imagine when they start playing good. Like, they haven't balled yet. Like, they haven't come out and destroyed a team yet.
But the South is tough, let me tell you. There's not just one cookie-cut team. Everybody's got their little identity. Everyone's pretty good.
Yep. Bro, look at the Dolphins. That at one point were probably the best team after week 1.
I can't believe they're 0-6, bro. I can't believe it. I thought they'd at least, split them with Lulu back. I don't know what happened. I didn't watch. I can never watch anybody's games in my division, but
are they the biggest fraud?
Nah, there's no way.
No. They just played really bad. Lulu had a bad day. I expect him to play better. If Lulu sucks, that team's gonna lose every game because he didn't draft very well. Like, he took Andres before my brother. He took Las Sanchez over a couple people that were better athletes. But and Shamir didn't play well. Like, bro, they were beating the Seahawks 2-0. Clint picked 6 Kevin on a 3rd and 7 on a I don't know, it was a post out or like a stop at the first, and I was like, oh bro, that's it. Like, the frauds are out. And then Kevin started doing the little handoff play, and I guess Lulu started throwing picks. No, I don't think they're frauds.
Yeah, you see, Seahawks are good, bro. They beat Lulu. They beat David. Well, David-less Ravens, but still, they beat the Ravens.
Everybody in front of them. I mean, that's all you ask for. And beat the shit out of them. The point differential 24. Like, that's it.
Yeah, they got the bye. They got the bye. And that's another thing. Whoever gets the bye in the South is going to be at a big advantage. And I think we can get it, bro. The Cowboys, they still have they're good. They're very good. I can't
wait, bro, to play those guys again. Seahawks and Lions.
Lions are hit or miss. They'll play a really good game, and the next game they'll lose to a bad team, and they're like, I don't know what happened. I don't know.
They're just high octane. They're all offense.
Yeah. But yeah, Andy, give me one team you want to go to.
One team I want to go to?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind the Raiders. Going to the Raiders.
It's got to be you for Joe.
Yeah. I like the chemistry. You don't think CP for me will get approved?
Maybe.
Bears.
But I think you're closer to.
And I like the Bears.
Joe.
I actually like the Bears situation. I've been talking to Chink and Dusty. They're trying to trade Harold, but they might have to go a little bit up in value.
They better hurry up because Harold's trying to trade them.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
Oh, boy, I love this league. Yeah, I love this league, boy.
They better work fast.
I like the Bears. I wouldn't mind. Like that was one of my phone calls. When this whole thing initially started, that I wanted to get traded. I called Chink. I wouldn't mind throwing for them. I can throw to those guys.
Yeah, and the defense, bro. Chink or Dusty at safety, Chink at corner, and Lewis at corner. I like it.
It's not because he plays on 305. Chink is nasty, you guys. You don't understand. Like,
hey, we rank him as a captain.
This guy is
captain.
No, but he's
On the
fucking
field,
himself by playing quarterback. Like, if he were to just play receiver and corner, like he'd be really nasty.
And
bro.
I told him that, and he goes, "Bro, just trust me, bro."
Like, who's gonna cover Chink on a post right now, other than another captain? Like, nobody, bro. Like,
yeah, that team's missing a quarterback. Their defense is good, and
you have Dusty running around everywhere too. Like, bro,
underneath and yeah,
Dusty's and they can send Lewis on deep routes. Like, Chink doesn't even have to run deep routes. Like, you send Chink on a drag, who's gonna jump in front of him?
You could give Chink handoffs.
Yep. Yo, let's go, man. Andy, make it happen, bro. Matt, make it happen. Jonathan for Andy, straight up. Let's go.
Let's do it. I'm in.
All right, gentlemen. I think that's it for this show.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out. Charlie.
Good episode.
It's Breeze Ho. Check the stats. Known for running trains right off.